This is a Headgum original.
Jake and Amir, two Jews that you can't forget. In 2010, they were big on the internet. But then 3 failed pilots, 2 rejected movie scripts. One last-ditch effort to try and stop their career from going to shit. Another podcast. Each app different from the last. It's the Swiss Army knife of shows. Meet your 2 pathetic hosts.
Yeah.
Nice.
We talked last week about your back issues, and now your shoulders are up to here.
Yes, my shoulders have kissed my ear.
Yeah.
First it was my ass to shoulder, now it's shoulder to ear. I did actually sort of hurt my neck last week doing my PT for my back.
Yeah.
I was doing some hip bridges in the bathroom.
And that's like sort
on
of
vacation.
Getting up there kind of like a tunnel with your body a little bit.
Yeah. Putting my neck against the tile of the bathroom because I was doing it in the morning and Jill and the baby were sleeping, so I didn't want to do it out in the open.
Right.
Pressing my back against the hard bathroom gave me a little bit of a pinch for the rest of the day, and I was a little concerned that it would be a lasting injury.
Yeah.
All is right in the world.
That's good. We survive in advance.
You have long COVID. You have long flu. You got the flu and COVID vaccine, and it gave you the virus, and now you can't breathe. You have a frog in your throat. You have a collapsed lung. Your sinus.
Guessing.
Oh my God! They drilled your nose balloon.
The balloon started
collapsed
to come
your
out.
septum. Yeah. You have dry socket, wet socket.
My
You
sockets
have a
are wet
prolapsed
and dry.
septum.
Actually, I did get the flu, so that part's not a joke. I got the COVID
Even after the vaccine
on a Monday.
Oh, you got the. Oh my God.
And then by Wednesday, Avital was feeling sick. By Friday, I had a good old-fashioned flu, like a shaking cold, sweating cold, headache cold. Have to take flu medication flu. But now it's Tuesday, so day 4 or 5. I sound sick, but I feel a lot better, and that's all that really matters.
That is all that matters. So you feel recovered. Did it ruin your weekend?
Yes, it completely destroyed, threw a giant nuclear bomb into the weekend. It was a 3-day weekend, and I spent the majority of it in bed, confused, scared, hot, cold, sore, and
do you
mad.
blame Avital? Like, are you mad at Avital? Do you, like, when you start to get sick on Friday, are you like, you got me sick? Damn.
Yeah.
You got me sick. Now I'm sick.
I'm thankful because whenever she has had COVID or I have had COVID, we never get the other one sick. So I'm starting to think this like whole viral thing is like kind of a myth/hoax. Like I don't feel it that way.
Right.
It's never like one to the next. This one was a very direct transfer of sour.
That's good. Yeah. It restored your faith.
Yeah. And the good thing about getting someone sick is that it takes a few days for the thing to replicate. So like by the time that person's sick, now hopefully you're better. So it's sort of an evolutionary advantage.
Right. Exactly. Whenever Jill is sick and she tells me, I get like preemptively mad. I'm like, I get anxious and upset and I guess a little bit resentful. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, then I'm going to get sick,
Shoving her outside, locking the door.
We're going to bed. She just like, she coughs. She's like, I have a
stairs.
tickle in my throat. I'm like, well, great. Now I'm dead.
Yeah. I did the sleep on the couch thing in a hope to avoid it.
Oh, wow.
Too little, too late, as it were.
Yeah, so you got a bad night's sleep and then the flu.
Yes, exactly. Back to back.
Good man.
All right, but this isn't about our illness. That was last week.
Right, our ailments.
Yes, this one's about sort of surviving and thriving. You wanted to actually create life, specifically a D&D life for me, which we've done before, I think.
Have we done it before? Did we actually?
Maybe on our Patreon. That I remember you said we should create a character for you on our Patreon. We did a video there. of me creating, you guiding me through a D&D character creation.
Great. All right, so we're going to do it again, especially because I don't even remember that.
Yeah. And honestly,
now-
during the fever, everything has become a dream. So I don't know if that actually happened,
It
or if I
happened,
just
or if it
thought
was something that I
during a
said we should do.
NyQuil sort of K-hole I went down one night.
Yeah, your snoring is fully back now.
I had sleep paralysis / wake demons visit me.
Wake demons.
Yes, that's when somebody barges through my door at 1 p.m.
Yeah. Wake demon is not a bad name for your character, but we can give you a
Okay.
character name now, or we can name this character at the end after we've created everything else about them.
Okay. Let's name him at the end. And the only thing that I want to incorporate into this segment, this creation, is that the character should sort of be always sick or getting over an illness, so that when I'm like,
Okay.
I sound a little congested and I have a cough, that's like part of my character.
Right. Okay, that works. So the first thing
Okay.
we're going to do is choosing a race. Lots of different fantasy races here, from Aarakocra to Tortle.
White.
That is, I mean, I guess you could go human. White is obviously not
White.
an option.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a push to call the races lineages or ancestries,
Yeah.
which it doesn't seem like that's happened on D&D Beyond.
That hasn't
so
taked. Yeah. Okay.
I
What are the
go,
options there?
you could do custom lineage if you're hell bent on. I don't even know. I don't want to repeat it.
Yeah. Which lineage
Okay.
has a sore throat most of all?
I mean, maybe a goblin. I'll run through. So, an Aarakocra, that's a bird person. An Aasimar,
Yeah.
it's like a fallen angel kind of. Bugbear, essentially what it sounds like, just a weird monster.
Yeah.
You got Dragonborn. Then you have standard fantasy things like dwarf, elves, your gnomes, your goblins.
Okay.
And then there's half elf, half orc, halfling, hobgoblin, human,
I don't
Kenku,
hate
that's a bird
hobgoblin.
person. You don't
I
hate
kind of like
hobgoblin.
hobgoblin. Are those guys short
Oh,
and
right.
sort of congested?
I think a hobgoblin is actually sort of, well, like here's the quick bio. War is the lifeblood of hobgoblins. War. Its glories are the dreams that inspire them. Its horrors don't feature in their nightmares. So at least they're talking about, it sounds like sleep paralysis. Like
Yes.
they dream of war. And the hobgob sounds a little bit like snot, like globs in your throat and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Basically, I want like a character that like it hurts when that guy swallows, basically.
Right. Usually people would, create a fantasy character to escape their sad reality, but it sounds like
Yeah.
you want to,
I sort of want
I
to
guess, dwell
lean
on
in.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to lean in. Okay. Sweet. So we're going to choose your hobgoblin. A hobgoblin, of course, the constitution is going to increase by 2, which actually doesn't sound, like a sick person, but we can always mess with that on the day. Your intelligence
Yeah.
also goes up. Okay. So, hobgoblins are between 5 and 6 feet tall. So not huge.
Okay.
All right, let's go ahead.
Which I am. I am also in between 5 and 6 feet.
Yeah, it's perfect. You get to choose a weapon. So there's a whole bunch of options. What kind of, you are an ill hobgoblin. You are ill looking and ill tempered. You are thin. You are weak. You are drained of your vital lifeblood and fluids. You
That's
just
good.
woke up from a very long NyQuil nap. What
Yeah, and I'm
weapon are you
sweating.
putting?
Yeah.
And what weapon are you putting into your traveler's pack before you go adventuring?
Can I like use viral warfare, like coughing on people, talking into people, getting them sick that way, or do I have to like choose a preordained D&D weapon?
Well, when we choose your class, we could make you some kind of like maybe an artificer. That's somebody who's like making little potions. Like that could be you're making your own NyQuil, or we could
kind
make
of
you
like
a sorcerer.
I
That's
whisper a
like
cloud. Yeah, like
yeah,
a
you could
green
you could be
cloud.
casting spells that get people ill for sure. I think that could happen. But you do get 2 weapons just based on your hobgoblin race here. So
What are my
is there
options?
any battle axe, a blowgun, a crossbow, a scimitar, a flail, glaive, great axe, great sword, a hoopak? I'm not sure what a hoopak is.
Is that like a Z-Pack? Where I have to take 5 a day for 5 days until my infection clears?
It looks
Or
like a
is
little
that,
slingshot, which you could put a really big Dayquil in and shoot it down your own throat.
That's good, actually. Did you think I knew what these weapons were going to be when you're like, which 2 weapons do you want? And then I'm like, oh, what are my options? And then you started rattling them off. Like, did you think I had
I was
that
thinking
in
that
my
you
bag?
would, no, I would think you would just sort of describe some type of weapon and I could tell you what it was.
Back
Like if
into
you
it.
said, right, exactly. But I mean, you've seen Ninja Turtles, they had different weapons. You've seen
a stick wouldn't
things.
be
I
that
feel like-
bad, actually.
Yeah, I mean, we can get you a staff.
Yeah. A staph infection?
Yeah, I mean, that is perfect.
Sort of an open
okay.
wound?
Yeah, why don't we get you a staff and a hoopak?
Okay.
Because you're allowed to have 2.
Okay. That's better than what I was thinking, the pill thing, probably.
Well, I mean, we still might be able to get you that pill. All right, now we're into class. Now we are into class, okay? So
Okay.
here is where you could become a spellcaster, which is kind of interesting. And we could lean you into, the type of fighter who uses spells that make people feel ill. There's also a cleric. That's somebody who's like a healer, but I guess you don't want to think about healing an illness. You want to think about causing an outbreak.
Yeah, yes, exactly. A pandemic/plandemic of sorts. I'm on day 5 of Tamiflu, if that incorporates any of these options, maybe. Like, is there a world where I'm on an antiviral and hope that I don't get a rebound case or anything like that? Like, is there any option that sparks that kind of joy?
A wizard.
Yeah, because medicine is kind of wizardry. I mean, you take this pill, you hope to God that the magical battle that's going on in your immune system, the war that's waging in your bloodstream,
It feels a little bit like you would want to. I feel like you'd want to be either a sorcerer or a warlock, and the difference between these is where the magic comes from. The sorcerer, you draw on magic in your bloodline.
Yes.
So that's kind of passed down to you from generations. And then the warlock is a wielder of magic that is derived from a bargain with an extra planar deity. So that could sound like you kind of caught a cold from a god and you're passing it on. It feels...
That's good.
To me,
It's
it feels
sort of
like
a
warlock.
curse. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right, and then you get... it looks like you get an otherworldly patron. That's who gave you your magic.
Okay.
So I'll just read you the names of these. So this is basically who gave you an illness. You got your illness from the Archfey, the Fathomless, the Fiend, the Genie, or the Great Old One.
I guess the Genie. I've heard of that one before. And maybe it could be a genie named Genie. Imagine rubbing a lamp and then rubbing your eye and you have pink eye now.
Yeah, that's absolutely
I got
perfect.
conjunctivitis from a fucking antique.
Yeah. Okay. So now, so you have conjunctivitis from an antique. You basically rubbed Genie's lamp and then rubbed your eye.
Yeah.
You got ill, and you're going to spread your illness across the realm.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Now this is the last part before we get into your character name, I guess.
Is that a leaf? What are you holding there? Excedrin migraine?
It almost looks like Dayquil, this nice blue round cube. These are going to be your stats. You roll 4D6 and you drop the lowest score. Okay.
Like Yahtzee.
Exactly. All right. So I'll write this down. Okay. 425. That's an 11.
It's my fucking phone number, man. What are you doing? What is this sorcery? 834, yeah, and now 9819. Holy shit.
That's a 14. Ooh, this one's really bad. I rolled 2 2s and 2 1s, so that is going to be a 5.
2 pair. That's pretty good Yahtzee wise, though.
Yeah. But horrible for this. That's also a pretty bad roll. That's only a 10.
Well, you're
we got 2 more rolls in us. Yeah. Ooh, this one's good though. 13. And the last stat for your warlock is a 12. Or sorcerer, I should say. Are you a sorcerer or a warlock? I already forget.
I thought I was a warlock, but now that you mention it, maybe I'm the better one.
Okay. Well, so now you have, these are the numbers, 11, 14, 5, awful, 10, 13, and 12. And you'll distribute those between your strength, your dexterity, your constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. So those things, you think about like you as a man, we all know
I'm a Riz god.
I feel like you have more intelligence than strength. You have more charisma than constitution.
Well, yeah, because
you have more wisdom than dex.
Yes. I'm sort of aged like a fine cheese, basically, but I can't eat very much these days.
Your guy is sick, so I feel like it would have to hit like his strength or his constitution would be pretty low. No?
Yeah.
So like that's going to be
for sure. Just because I do feel weakish on the day usually.
Yeah,
especially since last week.
Okay, so let's put strength at 5.
Yeah.
And then your con I think would be your next lowest one because you're ill. So your con is going to be 10. You are really smart because you will know how to get people sick. So we'll give you 14 there.
That's good. But I do have cog fog. Sort of a cloudiness.
So you can't carry a conversation, so your charisma should also be a little low. And then that'll make just by default, your wisdom is 13 and your dex is 12. Great. Now we have built your character.
Dropped into a story, or how does that work?
Well, now we're going to have to give you your name. And then also ideally we'd be choosing spells here.
I might have to lay down soon, actually. I'm not used to like standing and thinking.
Even just one name where you're ill.
Myron?
That's not bad.
Mieron.
Mieron, okay. No last name or?
Last name, Weff, Wheff.
Got it. Myron Weff. Let me just. Myron Weff? Was that?
Wheff.
And Mieron?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Not
you sound
really,
faint.
But I am fainting. If that's what you mean.
Yeah, and then there's just like a whole bunch of different spells Cone of Cold. That's kind of interesting. That's a good spell that you could.
That's sort of like how I felt the first night when I was like under a blanket and like in a fleece, but I still was like shivering. I felt like I was in a cone of cold,
Right, exactly. Spirit Shroud. You can call forth spirits of the dead. Oh, gaseous form. That's great.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I fart and it smells like something died in the room, basically.
Mm-hmm. Phantasmal force. There's a lot of darkness. That's like, blurred vision. Really good stuff.
That's Hex. Me or putting it on someone else.
No, that would be your spell. So you're wandering around. You are adventuring. You're sick.
Myron.
You shouldn't be out. Myron Weff should be inside. Myron Weff should rest. Yeah.
Yes, he has to.
Myron, you should really take it easy.
Yeah. Myron Weff. That's like a guy being like, he left, but he can't really speak English. Where's Myron? Myron Weff. What do you mean he Weff?
Weff did he go?
He should be at home watching TV, taking it fucking easy and relaxing. Myron wanted to push his body. Yeah.
So that's kind of interesting. I don't hate this idea for a character who is basically just like a walking disease who shouldn't come into contact with anybody, but as you
He's
do,
a
you're
germ.
basically, he is the outbreak monkey, except he's a hobgoblin named Myron Weff. It's not a bad idea for a character. It's kind of interesting.
All right, that's good. I'm glad we were able to sort of use the reality to fuel the fantasy. And then like my secret move is like sometimes when you cough and then like you feel like the dark green phlegm in your throat, you can sort of spit that at people like acid, you know?
Oh, yeah, that's a cantrip actually that you can do as a warlock, poison spray.
Yeah.
It's you extend your hand toward a creature you can see within range and project a puff of noxious gas from your palm. But we can say that comes from your nose.
Yeah.
The creature
or
must
my
succeed on a
throat.
Constitution saving throw or take 1d12 poison damage from Myron Weff's cleft palate.
My yoga fire of sorts. Okay, that's good. Bacterial/viral warfare.
Yeah, very cool. Good stuff. Good job, Myron.
I'm glad we got here. Thank you to Babbel for sponsoring this episode of our show.
Thank you, Babbel.
A lot of people's New Year's resolutions is to be smarter, specifically to learn a new language. And in 2024, the best way to do that is with Babbel.
No more studying abroad. No more immersing yourself in the culture. You can do it all online, all from the convenience and comfort of your own home. Then you can show up at said country having had an education and knowing exactly what to say, what to order, what to do, and how to kind of converse.
Yes, exactly. They got quick 10-minute lessons, and it's a science-backed language learning app that actually works because these quick 10-minute lessons are designed by over 150 language experts.
Wow, that's pretty good. That's a lot of teachers right there. That's some good high-quality tutoring.
That's right. Their tips are approachable, accessible, and rooted in real-life situations. And it's fun. I downloaded the app. I'm learning French, and it's like, it's not just like memorize this word and this is the definition. It's like, delivered with conversation-based learning, so you're having fun while you're learning.
Let's hear your French. Let's hear...
Moi? Pour moi, je m'appelle Amir. Oui,
He's so good.
Yeah,
He's
oui,
so
oui.
good.
Oui.
Holy shit. He's
Qu'est-ce que
babbling in
c'est
French.
good at French,
Oh
oui.
my God.
Babbel has
Fromage,
over
fromage.
10 million subscriptions sold. So if you're looking for a crepe avec jambon sans fromage, s'il vous plaît, you can do that. You can learn. You can learn French and up to 13 other language courses that are backed by their 20-day money-back guarantee.
Incredible.
And here's a special limited time deal for our listeners right now. You can get 55% off your Babbel subscription, but only for our listeners at babbel.com/segments.
Perfect.
That's 55% off at babbel.com/segments.
Nice.
So check them out. Rules and restrictions may apply, but learn that language as soon as humanly possible at babbel.com/segments.
Have fun, folks.
Thanks, Babbel.
Losers.
And we're Weff.
Nice, Myron.
Welcome, Weff.
Yes.
So here's a segment that's kind of really similar, but also the polar opposite of what just happened. It was an idea
Basically
I
something
had.
that you understand that I don't.
Yes, exactly. Because of like all the Twitter accounts that I've followed since the pandemic, where it was like crypto NFT stuff. My For You page is just like sometimes just littered with like random insider tweeting accounts of like NFT crypto world stuff that literally sounds like a different language. And as I was like scrolling, I'm like, it's insane that I after 3 years of reading these things, I understand what this means. And it's borderline not English, nor is it good financial talk either. It's like this specific language that these teenagers invented that I now understand. So I sent you
useless
one and I
jargon.
said, yeah, it's useless jargon. I sent you one and I said, would it be funny if I tried to explain this tweet to you as a segment? So this is the tweet. We'll pull it up in post, but I sent it to you so you can read it. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you can read along. So why don't we just do a cold read of Jake reading this tweet, and then I'll try to do my best to explain it to you as much as I understand it.
Okay, so this is a tweet from Colin, aka the Value Thinker. Stopia,
Which is it's a verified account, which no longer means anything. Usually, and now it means the opposite. The verified accounts are like ones that have like 82 followers, but they pay for Twitter Blue /X, whatever they're calling it now. The Value Thinker, which is a very funny name for this account. Okay.
Yeah, 2,000. There's 3,000 followers, and Colin is following 2,000 people.
That's great.
Okay.
And his bio is crypto investments freedom. I'm trying to add value. Got it?
Perfect. Got it. Stopia just starting the journey, considering we are not even close to being in full bull cycle yet. For those who stood by the community when Mojang rugged us to 0.005, it's about a 22x. Load hardest when red dripping sign, I guess it's blood, and fear all over the streets. Remember previous ATH was was 62 cents. We not even 20% of the way back yet. Right now, the dollar plus price targets is realistic, would still only put us at less than 50% of what some comparables are at. Even then, there is still potential for much more significant gains. Super early. You haven't missed anything. Then he tagged at Hytopia and High Chain Games.
All right, perfect. Of course, this is not financial advice, guys. Like, don't take what we just said at face value, especially because you can't really understand what it means. So it's really hard for this to be financial advice, even if you wanted to sort of pour your hard-earned fantasy money into this.
Yeah, and let's look at the live Hytopia price. It looks like it has gone up 15% since this tweet. We have to say that.
Yeah, so if we put our entire life savings into this imaginary money, we would have made more cash than the S&P 500 would have yielded over the course of a year or two. Mm-hmm. Okay. So here's where I'm at. This is how I'll explain it to you. In general, cryptocurrency.
Before we go any further, I should say I don't care. I do not care at all.
Yeah,
so it'll be very interesting to see. So you're gonna explain this to me. We'll see if I can retain really any of it, because it couldn't interest me less. I wonder if you felt like this when we were creating a hobgoblin sorcerer or warlock.
There's no way. There's no way Myron didn't understand that as much as you don't understand this. Okay. So when you said Stopia, it was actually a link to $Topia. So $sign is the hash mark of cryptocurrency. So like instead of hashtag BTC for Bitcoin, it'll be $sign BTC, which is kind of interesting, kind of neat.
Yeah, that is kind of cool. I like that.
Yeah. So far, that's like an instant understandable upgrade from what you said, which is Stopia.
Right. That is just, now I'll know that from now on, that's not an S, that's a $sign.
Yeah. We don't have to get into the sort of backstory of how cryptocurrency is also sort of fake money, but like Bitcoin is like something that you can't actually buy. And then there's like millions of smaller ones that are even less impactful than Bitcoin, all the way down to just joke ones that aren't even real, like Dogecoin and stuff like that.
Right.
Topia is one about, a video game that this company's making. We're not even close to being in a full bull cycle yet. That means there's like bear cycles in crypto when everything is going to shit. Everyone's losing money. Everyone says it's all dying. It's dead. You should have sold. What are you doing? Why do you still have this? We're all going away. Then there's the bull cycle, which is like, oh, we're all fucking fueled by greed. Everyone's buying. That's when it's like Dogecoin is going up. Oh, my uncle put $1 million and now it's 10 million, and everyone's really excited about it.
Yeah, but this guy's saying, even though it seems like it's a bull market, it's not even the bull market yet.
Yeah, exactly.
You think you've seen gains, you don't even fucking know. These gains are insane.
Yeah. Keep in mind, everybody that tweets about it has money and is incentivized to tell people that it's all going up so that they get richer.
Of course. Yeah.
For those who stood by the community when Mojang rugged us to 0.005. So this specific project was a game built for Minecraft, NFTs instead of characters. Do you even know what Minecraft is? I had to learn about it during this whole thing.
Vaguely. I mean, it's a video game, right?
It's a wildly popular video game. Minecraft and D&D sort of occupy the same thing in my mind, where it's like, I know people are obsessed with it. There's tens of millions of people playing it. I don't really understand why or how or what makes people good, but it's like that voxel pixel style, like Lego guy, like building a tree, and then like he goes over there and destroys people with an arrow, and then like, I don't understand what the game is, but people are obsessed with Minecraft.
Got it. Interesting.
So this guy / company built NFTs for Minecraft and was like, oh, I'll just put these two things together and people will buy characters and we'll make money. And then at one point, Mojang, which is the company that makes Minecraft, was like, no, you guys can't do that. This whole project.
So they rugged them. I see.
Rug them is called, they pull the rug out from underneath them. The whole project just dies, which happens to 99.9% of these things. They're all doing really well, and then the rug happens, which is when everybody, except for the people that started this, lose all their money. Very transparent, happens all the time. There's no oversight because none of this stuff is legal anyway.
Right. It's all just like these very quick little pyramid schemes. It's just like they pop up, you get in and out at the right time.
And it's all happening within like a 3-day span. Yeah. Well, the people that make money are the ones that start it / convince other people to buy it, like this guy.
Right. But couldn't I do the same thing if I just followed this guy and invested all of my money immediately and then pulled it out at, later that afternoon? Could I make cash theoretically?
You could make cash accidentally, but you could also lose it theoretically. Like you could have put all your money in and then it goes down 90%. And then it's like, oh, I'm out of money forever.
Right. Okay.
You just have no, it's kind of like playing roulette. You could make money if your number hits.
Yeah.
So this guy's saying this token, which was worth 62 cents at one point, was down all the way to a half a penny per fucking topia when Mojang, the company that started Minecraft, said, nah, you guys can't actually do this. This whole thing is dead. So then everyone just sold all their shit and was like, this is worth nothing. I don't know why you kept this money. This money is fake. There's no game. Minecraft says no way.
Right.
Load hardest when red means when everything is down, he's trying to convince people to buy, which is like, part of the scam is that when things go down, it's like, I got to still convince people to buy my worthless things because that means it'll be worth more in the future.
Right. And he's not wrong, because if he does convince everyone to buy, then it is worth more. He's just lying in the first place.
Exactly.
Right.
And he's saying, remember, before Minecraft banned this thing, this random token was worth 62 cents each. Keep in mind, the token didn't do anything. The game didn't even exist yet. People were just willing to buy it for 62 cents each. So if you had 1,000, you could, in theory, sell it for $620. But then at one point, your 1,000 is worth $5 too. So, Mojang rugged us. The token is worth nothing. And he's saying, by the way, now it's back at 11 cents, which is not even close to the 62 cents, which is where we're headed. You guys got to buy now. Like, this thing is taking off. Remember when Minecraft said this whole thing was illegal? Yeah, that was really bad. But now we're fucking back up. We're climbing. Everyone's got to fucking buy because that's going to make
But what about the
rich.
Minecraft of it all? Like, are they just making it and it's not associated with Minecraft anymore?
Yeah, so this company...
So they kind of just, they rode the coattails of Minecraft's popularity.
That's right.
Got their token kind of popular. Not that popular, because 62 cents is not a lot of money.
No.
And then And then Minecraft said you couldn't do that because, of course, it
We're
went
banning
down
all
to
NFTs,
half
by
a
the
penny.
way.
And now and now he's saying, well, now it's back to 11 cents.
11 cents.
Yeah,
That's
which
pretty
is
good,
pretty
all things considered.
I mean, not really, because like, what's
Yeah.
the ceiling for Topia if it has no association? If it has no association with Minecraft.
Yeah.
And it
well,
won't.
that's the big question. This guy seems to think that they can create / invent / make a Minecraft bigger than Minecraft that they own. Like they're not relying on Minecraft anymore. This company is now going to make their own fucking game. You
Well,
think
that'd be amazing
Minecraft's popular?
for Colin. Is Colin
Yes.
the one doing it, or is Colin the one seeing it? Is Colin
No.
calling these things, or is Colin
That's a good question.
like? Are you trying to just to add value, or are you? It doesn't seem like Colin.
You're talking
has a
about the
dog in
value
fight.
thinker?
Yeah,
You're talking about the value thinker.
I'm curious if Colin is an AI bot run by Topia to sort of promote their shit.
Yeah, that's in play. But from what I understand, the people at the companies are kind of like smart computer nerds that are like trying to build a game and like create value. And then this people, the Colin, the value thinker, these are like the fake influencers of the ecosystem being like, kind of like a D&D character. Like, oh, you want my bag? It's worth 11 cents now, but soon it'll be worth 60 cents. Why don't you buy 1,000 of it and I'll give it to you
Right.
because you have no idea how big this thing is going to be.
So there's
Who
a lot
needs
of-
Minecraft?
They're like the palace rats. There's just like they're kind of just eating the crumbs of successful people.
Yes, exactly. But there's actually people underneath them, which is like people reading these tweets, liking them, retweeting. I mean, look at just even the replies to this being like, yeah, this is going to be awesome. The target is $1. Like, you know, all the hangers on to this guy, like people are even below this guy. And then there are people reading this tweet being like, yeah, I'm going to get my friend to buy this thing so that the value goes up and up and up.
So yeah, what do you think about this comparison between Topia, mana, and sand? That's really
now
interesting.
we're really
Because
talking.
the Uniswap liquidity of Topia,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
dwarfs that of mana. I'm kind of curious, but also I like sand. And Uniswap 24-hour volume of sand being at 50,000.
You have to consider
What is that to me? What is that
Yeah.
to you? Does that mean anything? What is a Uniswap value?
Those are all those are all other games. Like there was a run to like make Web 3.0 games during all this where it's like,
I see.
oh, this token's not just a random store of value. It's actually part of the metaverse, and we're gonna
then
build
there's-
games in the metaverse.
Right.
And
So
yeah,
you're
it'll
somebody
be
that doesn't
Minecraft,
even
but
like
for
the games, though.
metaverse.
You like the crypto of it, but you don't like the games. But there are
Yeah.
people out there who are like, I like Minecraft and crypto. There are some people that just like the Minecraft, or is anybody that's liking Minecraft going to be into the crypto because that's what it takes to buy items in the game?
That's what they're hoping, is that like the success of Minecraft is going to leak into this like other ecosystem. But who knows if that'll ever happen, / if this company really exists, or if it's all just one guy and 1,000 bots trying to convince people to buy this random token. And I think that's everything. Super early, you haven't missed anything. That's just the classic. Like, by the way, you think you're late, you're not. You can buy this today, and it'll go up, and up, baby.
Should we buy some just for fun and see how it's doing next week when we pod?
That's
Just
pretty
see if
good.
we make any
we can
money.
hypothetically buy it. Like, let's just say, what did you say it was worth? 11 cents?
Yeah. I mean, let's get like 10 of them, right? Why not?
Okay, so you'll buy 10 for $1.10.
I'm good for $20. It's like we're at Vegas. I'll buy $20.
See, this is what you don't realize. I'm
Topia.
calling the value thinker, and I'm basically trying to pump my bag. I'm trying to get you to buy this shit for me. Why don't you give me $10,000 and I'll give you the value of what it will be next week?
I
I'm
am
telling
the
you, it'll
great
be worth
value
100,000.
thinker.
You're talking to Colin right now, if you can
Yeah.
believe it.
Never mind.
Yeah,
I'm out.
I'll let you know. Okay, great, because it's down to a penny again. Yeah, Minecraft just threatened to sue Colin.
Wow.
Shit.
Great
My ass.
value.
Okay, so that was, kind of similar but polar opposite to creating a D&D character is trying to explain to you what in the world is going on in the world of crypto. By the way, this whole ecosystem was, this whole thing was just buzzing at the beginning of the pandemic when everyone was at home, like without anything to do.
I remember that.
That's when like I was like in there on the Discord trying to figure out like what's going on, where the money was going. Now these are just like 3 years later, who's still there, like scorched earth, but people are still inhabiting.
It's like the
wasteland.
people still at the bar at like 5 a.m. when the lights are coming on. You don't want to be seen there. You really don't.
Yeah. And they're like, by the way, in 12 hours, there's a fucking whole new boatload of people coming to the club. We just got to stick around, man. Me and you at 9 a.m. at
We
2
already got
p.m.
this booth. Let's just go to, let's leave our jackets here. We'll go to a diner. We'll get breakfast and we'll come back. Let's
We'll
fucking
come back.
burn,
We'll sober
man.
up. Yeah.
Let's go on a bender with the great value thinker.
Oh, yeah. You just Venmo'd me $180,000. Wow. You are.
Yeah.
You just pumped up the price of Stopia coin, actually.
Yeah. Well, I want you to buy sand.
I'm a man myself. Man. Thank you to Rocket Money for sponsoring this episode of our show.
Major ups to Rocket Money.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking to save money as soon as humanly possible, this is the way to do it. Rocket Money scours your bills for unwanted subscriptions and then will unsubscribe for you.
Yes, you saved thousands when Rocket Money found Pornhub Premium, Extreme Bukkake.
Reading from a list of 40. I'm just scanning
but those, none of those were my unwanted subscriptions.
Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels those unwanted subscriptions and monitors your spending going forward so it can lower your monthly bill.
Wow.
Rocket Money has over 5 million users and helps save them an average of $720 a year.
This is true.
Stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/segments.
Segments.
That's rocketmoney.com/segments. rocketmoney.com/segments. Earn your money back by canceling unwanted subscriptions now.
That's right. This episode is brought to you by See the Thing Is.
Correct. If you are listening to this podcast, certainly you're in the market for podcasts, and we recommend See the Thing Is, which is a podcast hosted by Grammy Award-winning R&B artist Bridget Kelly and media personality and podcast trailblazer Mandy B.
That is correct.
Twice a week, Bridget and Mandy have conversations and hot takes, slightly toxic segments, and overall very funny segments with each other and their guests, who they like to call their friends with benefits.
Right. It is an all-star lineup of guest folks.
Oh yeah, we're talking about Ari Lennox, Remy Ma, Van Lathan, Chloe Bailey, and of course, much, much more. So follow and subscribe to See the Thing Is on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or on YouTube.
Ooh.
There's new episodes every Tuesday and Friday, and visuals are available on YouTube Wednesday and Saturday.
Wow. A lot of content for you right there.
So check them out. It's See the Thing Is podcast.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Assholes.
All right, we're back.
Yes.
We have more Jake and Amir videos to write and to shoot next month.
This is true. This is true.
You're coming to LA. We're going to bake a bunch of eps, but we don't necessarily have the ideas yet.
Right. So we're going to pitch each other some Jake and Amir ideas right now, or bounce some ideas around, because I didn't come with any. I assume you didn't either.
I got one.
Really? All right, let's hear it.
Yeah. It's called Jake and Amir Tennis Coach.
Okay. So it's on location?
No, because much like the DJ episode, this is one where I've been hired as a tennis instructor. I show up like frazzled with a fucking bag, like a real like
headband,
like a tournament. Yeah. Headband. Yeah. Like, whew, sorry about that.
Hopper. if we do a ball hopper with just 4 balls in it
at the desk,
like you lost a whole bunch of your balls.
Yeah. I'd be like, sorry, fucking, these teenage phenom dads fucking crawling up my ass. What did I miss? What did you miss?
What did
What's
I
going
miss? You're a
on?
tennis pro now?
Yeah, I got myself into like this whole fucking world. It's crazy, man. Like, just thank God you're not a tennis coach. I'm serious.
You know Coco Gauff?
Well, I'm Jared Goff, a different athlete, a football player. Is he?
I'm saying I coach a guy that looks like him.
What do you know about tennis? Not much, actually. I saw a TikTok video about how to serve, and I fucking posted a Craigslist ad or some shit.
And yes, now I am on your Yelp reviews. Look at that. So, and then I read some
Exactly.
Yelp reviews out loud, just like in the DJ app. It's perfect, writes itself.
Yeah. There it is. Tennis coach, tennis instructor, tennis
Okay.
pro.
So I had a leaping off point for another one, but it's more of just something
Okay.
that I've noticed for whatever reason on my Instagram, like find or discover page. It's constantly showing me like home decor and like home renovation hacks. There are all these
Yeah.
like IKEA hacks where you can like basically, turn your wall into looking like it's a built-in bookshelf or whatever.
Yeah.
But now I've gotten like hacks for like, things you can do to make like an end table. You basically get an IKEA end table and then you like glue a bunch of wood stuff to it or mirrors or whatever. And you make your own weird little furniture. And the thing that I keep on coming back to is that none of it seems like a hack because it's all such high effort. And it's like, I can't imagine that it's saving you that much money than just going somewhere else.
Yeah.
Or like,
it's like
go to
the
a
idea of a
vintage
life
store or
hack,
something.
but then it's just hard work and like actual
Yeah.
skills. It's like, that's not hack. That's, I got a fucking life hack. I'm smelting metal later today.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
not
life
a
hack.
hack.
You learn joinery. That's a trade. You
Really? Yeah, because I was gonna say I got like a fucking mask and I made this fucking coffee table out of scrap metal.
Yeah, I guess that's pretty good. We could do with glass blowing. Haven't we threatened to do a glass blowing video before?
Yeah, but I guess you can get really sick trying to do it. So
It'd be really
it's got to
funny
be one
if
of
you're
those
like,
ones where
not
I
really
say
a
that I
hobby,
am.
but I've gotten into glass blowing recently. Like, that one actually is a hobby. And then
Really?
you've just made all these really gorgeous bongs.
This one's a pretty dope piece. You put the weed in here.
Jeez. Yeah. Wow. What is it called when you can you like light it and you can pull it out? That's not the carb, right? That's the hole that you cover. There's
Yeah.
They're
Either
really
I'm a
intricate
stoner
machines.
/ architect now.
You're
I have a
low-key
really hot
brilliant.
girlfriend.
You had a creative
hell
mind
is
this entire
going on?
time. You just needed to smoke. You had ADHD.
I had ADHD, I had rage, and now I have a fucking girlfriend who's a surfer. How dope is that? Oh, and did I mention we have a life hack where I turned an old RV into a really sick van?
And then you shrug, knock over your glass bong, and instantly revert.
It's like amnesia. If I hit my head again, I go back to the idiot I once
No.
was.
Girlfriend breaks up with you.
Here, get high. Fuck. Does anybody have a joint? It's like asking with the urgency of CPR. Does anybody here have a fucking joint?
Is anyone here a dealer?
Is there a dealer on the plane?
All right, great. So
good?
we have 2 solid apps.
Yeah. I don't know if this clamp can be anything.
What
Sort
about
of walk into work with it like
Yeah.
attached to my face and I don't really know
Oh,
or something like that.
you know what's the thing we never wrote about it because we were mostly shooting in New York, but parking. Just like something that
that's good.
comes up at the LA office. Like I see that in Slack. Like, oh, we need some spaces open for guests
Spots
Right.
parallel.
today. The
Yeah,
gate
kind of like the
working, stuff like
traffic
that.
episode one. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, like it
me
starts
working
with,
as a valet.
right.
Or it's us in
Or
the car together.
It could also just be at the desk. Do you know anything about the gate not working? No, I don't think so. Like 'cause they have There's a bunch of Slack messages from you last
Oh,
night. You
really?
asked what the-
Yeah. I put like a bunch of
what's-
stickers on like the wheel thing, so I was trying to figure out like why.
What's
it was
the
all, like,
what's the
getting-
gate code? What's the gate code? Does anyone know the gate code? I know it's 1 a.m., but somebody has to respond, or I'm going to try to break this beast down myself. I'm trying to get dinner across the street, and valet is charming an arm and a keg.
As in, first one to figure out how to let my ass park here. I have 38 beers on me / ennui. Very late for a hinge day. This now turning into a different episode where you're reading Slack messages like an old email thread that I wrote.
Yeah. All right. That's good. Trying to open up the lot to meet a hinge date.
Sort of borderline lonely and horny. Like, isn't there one where I leave somebody like 1,000 messages like, "Hey, I'm here. I don't see you yet, but waving
you're
at
getting
you. No, that's not you."
Progressively drunker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you're like back there in the kitchen. And then it ends with you realizing it was you were at the restaurant at the wrong date. And the very last one is like you just knocking on the door of her car as she's listening to the last voicemail. It's like, hey.
There's also something when you said parking, I thought it was like, like the kind of guy that like helps somebody else park, where it's like, all right, back up. I'll let you out. All right, you got this much room. You hit the pole. All right, you hit the pole. Move forward.
Ooh, come up. It's not
You're
bad.
supposed to tell me before I hit the pole. Go in
jump
reverse.
out into the
trust
street
me.
trying to wave him forward into you.
Yeah, I guess we don't have enough money to shoot. Be like, all right, now, like going into getting T-boned by a truck. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't looking
Shit.
both ways.
Dude, it's a hydrant anyway. That's how it ends.
Water everywhere. Now, one other half-baked idea. We've already done me with a really stinky lunch, the doll episode.
Yeah. Okay. There's got to be an insecure Jake episode to be had.
In the bot. Yeah.
The last thing we did was like workwear. What's Oh, I kind of have this haircut now. It's the
mullet?
The mullet. Yeah, that's like a popular. It's the Jake Paul, right? Or the Paul Pascal. It's the so I guess I would just have the mullet.
Yeah.
I'll get it freshened up on the day.
It'd have to be really extreme. What about a rat tail? Are you willing to
Right, we
go
can make it
rat
extra
tail?
long.
Yeah. Whoa, a nice mullet.
A mullet for this gullet. A mullet on this gullet. A mullet above this gullet, because the gullet's the mouth, right?
Yeah.
A mullet attached to this gullet makes the ladies fullet nullet.
Scream, he's full of it. Or was Jake Paul at UFC 239 not styling?
I sued my niece.
To emancipate myself as her uncle. You don't have to be her uncle. Yeah, well, that's what the fucking judge said.
I illegally emancipated myself from being an uncle. I didn't want that level of responsibility. I
That's
also
a good
thought
tweet
recently
for the next 50 like tweet.
Oh, that's good. I thought recently about just setting one. You know how we did Amir tries his luck at dating. That was the impetus of Lonely and Horny. We just did like a big departure.
Yeah.
Just setting one in me and Nico's house. Remember, I get engaged in the Jake and Amir universe. So it's just like a
that
decade
was 11
later.
years ago.
Yeah. I've married her. We have 3 children. Just at our dinner table, I'm hosting Nico's parents.
I'm not in it at all.
Yeah. It's just a nice, wholesome. We have a really healthy relationship.
You're
It's wholesome,
practicing
it's fun.
Japanese. putting on cologne before
we
they
play
get
the
there.
Ellen DeGeneres heads up game.
It's just an amazing, nice scene. Nothing is funny or bad about it.
It ends with I walk into work and you've just diarrheaed on my desk. That's what happens when you're late, piece of shit. I was worried sick about you. I gave myself diarrhea and I chewed up your jacket like you're a dog.
Whatever happened to Nico?
My partner?
Yeah. Oh, y'all are still together. That's nice.
It'd be a good cameo.
I wonder where Nico is now.
Yeah, we'd have to dig through the old call sheet.
Haven't seen her in a decade plus. All right, that's about it. That's all I can physically and emotionally handle right now.
Hopefully,
I just did
hopefully we
my
remember
Michael Jordan
this.
flu game. That's my flu podcast.
right.
That's the most I can give. Guys,
Yeah,
I know it's
you maxed
what
out.
you just saw was insane considering the fact that
Imagine
I did
he
have
was
the
sick
flu.
and still came up with Myron Weff.
What is possible next week? I mean, it's insane to think about what I'm capable of. All right. For more of us, you can check out our Patreon, patreon.com/JA.
Yes.
And thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. All these episodes are on YouTube as well. So head on down to the Headgum YouTube channel. You'll see links to everything. I'm going to pass out now, but we'll be back next week. Of course, every Monday from now until forever. And until then, let us know if you have any Jake and Amir show ideas or, episode ideas. We need more episode ideas. We need more segment ideas, clearly. So leave them all in the comment section below.
That's right. Bye,
See you
everybody.
next week. Ciao for now.
That was a Headgum original.